Hello everybody, welcome back to Don't Kill Me. Walter and Phil, you know the deal. Today I'm coming to you live from Los Angeles, California, Whittier, California, and it's a beautiful day. I'm on the desk with this Atari Jaguar, super old gaming system, a classic. But you know, there's a dark shadow over our beautiful city today because we lost a classic, a staple in the hip hop sphere. Just a great guy in general, Nipsey Hussle, who was gunned down yesterday in the 3400 block of Sossin in Hyde Park, outside of his own store called the Marathon Clothing. It's named after one of his mixtapes that came out in 2013 called The Marathon. The first time I heard about Nipsey Hussle was from a song called, Check Me Out. It was super cool. I always seen him bubbling up, like, it seemed project to project, he just gained more of like a core fan base, just like a huge following, like Wayno loves to bring him up on Everyday Struggle. Because he saw the talent, he saw it shone through the cracks for him, and so it did for so many others. Being from LA and just taking so much pride in being from LA, it's just a shame that we lose such a great Southern California, a face of SoCal. A face of South Central Los Angeles. That's a place riddled with violence throughout the years, but he was trying to make it a better place. This is a direct tweet, I believe, from the Commissioner of Police. He said that we, Chief Moore and I, were meeting at the request of Nipsey Hussle with him and Rock Nation tomorrow, which would be today, to talk about ways that they could help stop gang violence and help the kids and like set up a plan, which is so ironic and so very just mortifying and sad that he was doing everything he could to stop this violence, and he himself became a victim of the violence. It's just, it's one of those things where it's like a double-edged sword. Like, when you want to be solidified in the streets and you want to be a public figure, it's a real, like, corrosive recipe. I don't know if I'm using those words in the right context, but it's just a really corrosive recipe, like a recipe for disaster almost. And I just, my heart and my prayers go out to Lauren London and his children. I'm sure they're in deep grief at the moment. It's the one great thing coming out of this is just the love that he's garnered from his contemporaries, like just seeing everybody reach out to him from outside the hip hop sphere, such as like the mayor of Los Angeles and so many others. Like I was telling you, the police chief, Rihanna, LeBron, Meek Mill, Drake, just to name a few, Pharrell. But it just goes to show you how well respected he was, not only in the music community, but in the community. He was a well respected businessman. Like it said, like he was gonna meet with the chief of police and Rock Nation, Hove. Two people that have just truly been advocates for lengthening the life of young black men in America. And it's just so truly sad. And I wanted to get into this. So there's two theories out there. One being that it was purely gang violence, that there's been like since the moment he was shot, like there's been retaliation, like drive-bys in South Central Los Angeles. They're trying to take matters into their own hands, which I don't condone. I don't think that that's the right way to go about it. But the streets don't play by the rules of society. Like, once you put that flag on, you give your loyalty, to a group of young men just like you. And ride or die, man. Which is something I can respect, but violence for the sake of violence, two wrongs will never make a right. But a second theory is that it was from, someone from a much higher place than him, because he sent out a cryptic tweet just hours before he was gunned down, or an hour before. It said having strong enemies is a blessing. So a lot of people are taking that to mean, like, not only like a rival gang or a drug lord, but maybe even the government, someone from the military or from a corporation that has means and connections beyond this sphere, this hip hop sphere, that we like to look at as the whole world, but it really is just a small portion of the world, a small portion of the power. But that would be ridiculous to find out that it was the government or someone high up who would strike down Nipsey Hussle, a man who is always an advocate for the community, and just it's really sad. It's really sad. And prayers up to Nipsey, to his family, to the families of the other men who were shot. I hope they bring this guy to justice, bring this entity to justice, if it so be an entity. But yes, thank you for watching. This has been Don't Kill Me. I'm Phil, Walter Phil, you know the deal. We'll be releasing another episode sometimes this week. This was like an emergency episode because we felt like we had to cover this. This is going to be a story for a while, so I'm sure we'll be talking about it some more. Thank you for watching. This has been Don't Kill Me. Later. By the way, guys, if you enjoy our content, be sure to leave a comment and like it up, We want to have a conversation with you guys. We don't just want to keep posting videos of our opinion, We want to have a conversation with everybody, that follows our stuff. And so just stay tuned, We're going to whip these out. We're whipping these out, man. Thanks for watching. Peace.